It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Of course, it has been dubbed National Savings Month by the South African Savings Institute. We wanted to do a bit of digging, firstly, to find out about the state of South Africa's savings. Are we a nation that saves, that puts something away for the future? And what are some of the repercussions if we aren't looking after our long-term goals financially? Well, we chat to Gerald Mwandiambira, who's, of course, the CEO of SASSI, to find out exactly what the state of the nation is.
South Africans have long been labelled as bad savers, and this notion is solidified by the recent FinScope Consumer Survey 2014, which shows that only 20% of South Africans have any kind of formal savings with a recognised financial institution. This is concerning for acting CEO of the South African Savings Institute, Gerald Mwandiambira.
The savings status of a country is measured by what they call the savings ratio. The savings ratio is a statistic that looks at how much people are actually saving in the country versus GDP and a whole lot of other statistics. And in South Africa, there might be a need to basically look at a mix between some sort of compulsory type savings vehicles as well as voluntary savings vehicles to try and push our savings rate up. If you look at corporate savings, in terms of how corporates and companies actually save, they don't struggle with saving. And the simple reason is because corporates are answerable to shareholders and directors, and there's a whole structure of people who are making sure that the company remains viable. Government saving is very difficult because you have a developing country where we need infrastructure and we always are spending money on things. So this current economy where we are right now, we're not really in that place where the government is seriously looking at saving. They're more interested in looking and securing the country's future.
The survey also revealed that South Africans' dependence on government grants has grown from 19% to 30% in the past decade, despite the adult salaried population increasing as well.
A reason why South Africans are struggling to save is because there's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of unemployment and inequality in our society as a result of the history of the country. This has led to the high dependence on government grants. And government grants are a way in which government is doing its best to support those South Africans who have absolutely no way of earning income and no means to live by. We need to create employment, we need to create opportunities which allow people to step away from the government grants and actually earn an income on their own.
Recent figures also reveal that more than 57% of consumers are delinquent in debt, which means that their debt repayments are more than 30 days overdue.
Store cards, credit cards, they have their purpose. The problem we have is that financial education and literacy is low. So when people are given these products, they don't quite understand the consequences of using and taking these products. We need to have a scenario where people are actually competent money managers before they actually are extended credit. And unfortunately, we can't test people before they take a credit card, although I think that's not a bad idea. When an economy and a country saves, they actually drive their country forward because with a high savings rate, we have money which banks can use to lend to corporates to create jobs and grow the economy over time. And when people are also saving, you have a scenario where retailers also have a steady income stream, business is stable and they don't depend on debt. So saving is actually very important to drive an economy because the other side of not saving is that the economy can effectively stall, and you don't want that to happen.
Saving not only creates prosperity for you, it bolsters the economy as well. By creating a culture of saving, we can make a contribution to the growth of our country, and then we all win.